Hey guys, 243 Bolt here. I'm just going to do another review on my Baja 70. I wanted to make this review because people keep wondering why I always stick with Baja. Well, other than growing up with them when I was a kid, when I was 12, 13 with the 90, as I got older I realized how to work on them and take them apart. I understand that they're really tough engines. I don't know why people keep saying that they're shitty engines and, oh, don't put any aftermarket parts on, they'll outlive the bike. Well, truth is, I didn't know how to change my oil, so I ran the bike's first 2 years without changing the oil, which I understand now is terrible, but it's a tough bike. And besides all that, I took the governor off when I first learned how to, and I revved that piss out of the bike. And it's still alive today. I had to sell it to my cousin when I moved out west in Alberta, so, I mean, it's a tough bike, and to me, they're bulletproof. I mean, I had mine for 4 or 5 years, and between those 4 or 5 years, I stopped using it for 2 years and left it out in the humidity of Nova Scotia. Heat, the cold, frost, unthawing, everything. And it started up after I drained the fuel lines and took the engine apart and cleaned it. It started up in 10 to 20 kicks. And to me, that's still breathtaking because of the humidity, but they're tough bikes. I mean, the way they made them, they're bulletproof, and people don't believe that Honda, I don't know what people call them, siding, whatever the hell they call it, they will fit on Baja. And the engine, and I've had many mechanics tell me, as well as my own experience as a mechanic, that these engines will fit Honda parts. The Honda 90 that I got, and the 110, the Honda parts did fit on it for engine-wise. So, for anybody who thinks they don't, they do. So, I mean, other than that, I would refer these bikes to people starting out, whether they want to do motocross or anything. I mean, this bike here is kind of small for me, but I'm collecting Baja because they stopped making them. So, I plan on having the full collection one day. I mean, next I want to get a big bore kit on that, and bigger carburetor, bigger fuel lines. I know it's still a little small bike for me, but I'm just going to get a stiffer suspension on it and tougher chain, a little smaller sprocket in the back, or maybe bigger, I don't know, depends if I want to go top speed or acceleration. But other than that, I mean, it's a tough bike, and I enjoy driving it. So, yeah, that was just basically a review on the experiences I've had with Baja. And I mean, even my little cousin Austin Grant, he's on YouTube. He'll tell you the same thing. He loves Baja, and he's seen the shit I put my bikes through. And I've had buddies that had Honda and Yamahas, YTR or CRF, and my Baja outlived them. And we did the same type of riding. So maybe people that had Bajas had bad experience, but I know from my personal opinion, I had an amazing experience with it. So. And I don't think it was just luck of the bike, because, I mean, now this is my 70. I've drove 110s, 125s. They've all had the same durability. So, I'd recommend this to anybody, really. Any person who likes to get into biking. If you guys can get your hands on a 250 XR, I think it is, Baja 250 motocross bike, go for it. It's a good little bike to get you started. And one thing I will say that Baja really did put shitty on here was definitely the carburetor. When I had my bike for 5 years, I've had to take the carburetor apart probably 20 times and buy 2 new ones. But other than that, if you bought a good aftermarket, good carburetor, the engine is bulletproof. I haven't had any leaky gaskets yet, none. Strong head gasket, so manifolds, nothing went wrong with these bikes. So basically, if I could get to the end of this video for closing sentence, it would be definitely go buy a Baja for your first bike. You will not go wrong, believe me. But stay tuned, and I'll make some more videos later.